what's up guys? We are back again with a brand new log bait deck that I've been experimenting with. I've been in my laboratory trying to concoct the best deck to destroy log bait decks and the meta. Almost all of the Pekka decks that I was trying were losing to log bait. If I had Zap, well, it was an automatic loss. If I had too many ground cards, I would get stopped by Valkyrie, Electro Spear, and Tesla and perpetually get negative elixir trades. And then it hit me. You just gotta run triple spell. So I have Lightning, Barb Barrel, and Snowball to make sure that I'm every log bait player's worst nightmare. And so many people in the meta are running Princes, Valkyries, Mega Knights, so I just can't run Bandit or Royal Ghost in my Pekka deck. If I rely on that to get me damage, it's always gonna get stopped at mid-ladder. The Baby Dragon flies high in the sky, and no one can touch her. If Baby Dragon locks onto your opponent's tower, it does a surprising amount of damage. I've been loving this deck, so let's go jump straight some games and assert dominance. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on any of the daily videos. And a huge thanks to everyone that's using creator code SirTag, making all the daily videos possible on the channel. All right, we got a game against Pedro, so you guys already know when we've got Ram Rider, we do not want to cycle that as our first card. Unlike Hog Rider, Ram Rider is actually a great card for defense. So if our opponent goes in for a Balloon, a Giant, a Wind Condition at the river, we're able to stop it in its tracks and shut it down and get amazing counter pressure. So when I see Spear Goblins, I'm thinking it's going to be a log bait deck, but it doesn't seem like that anymore. So I'm going to Lightning on top of the Musketeer. This could be a bit of an overextension, but since he cycled Spear Goblins, I was up Elixir, and I felt like I could justify doing so. I'm going to Ram Rider here. And this is also pretty awkward for a lot of people, but at the same time, the Mortar is out of cycle, so I think that the Ram Rider could connect to the tower and bait out all of the Mortar shots. So that worked out wonderfully. If you guys haven't done that before, highly encourage you to go in for Hog Riders or Ram Riders opposite lane after they drop their Mortar. It fulfills two purposes. First off, the Mortar just does no damage whatsoever. Secondly, they won't have their building unless they've got a Tesla plus Mortar, which no one runs, right? Then the Ram Rider or your Hog Rider or whatever win condition you have will go directly towards the tower, unimpeded by whatever distractions they have. You can just snowball them, fireball them. It's pretty much free real estate with that Ram Rider every time. So I'm going to Baby Dragon again. Remember, whenever you go for a Barb Barrel or a Log, you're not going to have anything for the Dark Goblin unless you can whip out Barb Barrel and Log in the same deck. I'm going to hedge my bet on you not doing that, and you're going to Musketeer. That's fine, you know? Ice Golem's out of cycle, so he has no way of kiting this Pekka if I drop it right on top. So he's likely going to go in for, you know, either some bait card that we can snowball, or Ram Rider can just finish off quick. So that's what I'm going to go for. Pekka at the river, especially when he doesn't have the Miner in cycle. This is great stuff. He should go in for a Mortar to go and pull this, but at the same time, it's a ton of Elixir that has to be invested. I can snowball here. And look at that. That's insane. If only we had Zap there to reset it on the Ram Rider so the Pekka could pounce on the tower and have a piece of the action too. If I had Zap, well, it was an automatic loss. But it is what it is. We're making our opponent feel all blue and sad. I can go in for the Baby Dragon here and hit him up with the guards on top of the Miner. One thing about guards is they fulfill so many purposes. Whether it's catching miners, shutting down cannon carts, finishing off Pekkas, distracting all the bridge spam, they're able to do it all. Also, Ram Rider is going to be great here because now I can start to lightning through his buildings. If you're running Fireball, you can't necessarily do that. It's going to drop it in a spot that I'm not able to lightning as easily as I want. So very well played on his end. Credit where credit is due, but he also dropped it.
I don't think you have any idea how fast I really...
I pooped my pants.
Closer to the Dark Goblin. Oh my gosh. That was dangerously close to winning me the game. You'll love to see it. If you consistently Miner, I consistently cards, and I don't care about it, man. It doesn't phase me. And the Baby Dragon in the sky, it gives me ultimate utility. Against log bait decks with Valkyrie, against Mortar decks that have a lot of bait cards and Cannon Card or Skeleton King, it's really important to have that Baby Dragon in the air. I realized that. I tried it out with Bandit. I tried it out with Royal Ghost. It just wasn't near as good as Baby Dragon, giving you utility perpetually over time. Also, one more spell, and I walk with win. Unless he gets real greedy and needy and starts spamming the left-hand side and I disconnect or something, we have definitely won this one. Oh, this guy literally didn't even want to wait for the lightning. He's just getting me out of this game. You'll love to see it. Here we go, guys. We are ready to destroy some people with the triple spell Pekka deck. You guys already know that our deck is built on a foundation of solid defense with the Pekka and the guards. So no matter which way this man turns, we're going to have a proper defense for him. I'm going to hit him up with the Baby Dragon, maybe to shovel him a little bit, make him not know what our deck is. When you see guards and Baby Dragon, there aren't too many decks that, you know, run that type of card combination.
What is going on here?
And he wasn't expecting Pekka because he just golemed in the back first play. So I'm going to Pekka on the same side. You guys already know how this ends. This is a beautiful sight to see. The dude completely ignores everything. He looks at the Baby Dragon straight in the face and he's like, I am not afraid of you spitting fire here. We're going to hit you up with the snowball as soon as, you know, we want to be able to hit those bats. Make sure that the Baby Dragon and all that stuff isn't going to give us too many problems. Need to finish off that Night Witch quicker, though. I mean, there's going to be 2 bats spawning, distracting our tower. Not a huge fan of that, to be honest. This is what it is. The guards will give us value on top of the tower. I still am not, you know, having an amazing spot in this game. I will be able to kite the Lumberjack to the other side. I don't think that's going to do any damage, really. It might get a hit or so on my tower, but forcing out the Mega Minion and the Barber on the other lane, slowing down the Mega Minion, it's just so much better than Hog Rider in every single situation. You're like, you look at that card and you're like, why would I ever run Hog Rider? You've got 1 more elixir for all of that extra slow power, damage to units, and it's a great card in defense and offense. I mean, it's perfect with Pekka. You've got so many capabilities with it. So remember, the dude will probably end up going in for a Night Witch. When he does that, I likely need to go in for a Lightning so he can't stack up too many bats. So then we're able to, you know, get on top of that tower. I need to power through those bats quickly with Baby Dragon, making sure that he has no support with the Golem.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
It's probably like the saddest thing in the world. Like, you look at that Golem, and the Golem's just like, wow, you really sent me to the Shadow Realm. You really sent me to my death all alone, without any companions. Oh, man, I feel bad for him a little bit. The fact that he's going in for a tornado there is aggressive, too. I mean, the Baby Dragon isn't even going to lock onto the Dark Goblin. You really think I'm going to give you that opportunity? You really think you have that chance to lock onto my Dark Goblin? Get out of here! Daryl the Dark Goblin is going to stay alive till the ripe age of 105. And then the Pekka is ready to pounce. I'm 100% going to snowball on top of those bats and slow down the tower. You're going to try to tornado back inevitable death. I love it. It's the saddest thing ever, but it's also the happiest thing. Watching someone that plays Golem and drops in the back without even knowing what the deck is that I'm playing lose in that type of manner is really painful for him, but one of the happiest experiences for everyone else.
Let me get this straight. You think killing those golems is funny?
I do. And I'm tired of pretending it's not.
Keep up the win streak. You guys already know, after destroying Golem and Mortar, we got it in us to win it. So I don't want a Ram Rider. It's a terrible decision to do that at the start of the game. But if you get really lucky, sometimes the Dark Goblin can catch your opponent off guard. Like, I'm not cycling anything, and then I go for a random Dark Goblin, and it locks onto the tower, dealing 500, 700 damage. That is more than any Hog Rider or Ram Rider could ever hope to do. It's a beautiful sight to see. So I think that our guy is likely going to either have a Pekka deck himself, or he could end up having a Hog Rider deck. In either of those circumstances, I just want to go and slow roll Pekka, not have to worry about the executioner, make sure it's off on an angle so it doesn't end up hitting my tower with the axe. And he's got a Pekka deck exactly as we anticipated.
That man's an imposter. That man is the imposter.
So this is one of those situations that I am not McLovin our situation. If we go in for guards, we can defend, but I can't catapult too much stuff at him right now because there's a high likelihood that this guy's just going to all in me like a savage. You already know this is how people play. When they've got Golden Knight, they're going to use the ability, and they're going to all in. Oh, wait. What? Oh, there's the ability. Okay, I was going to say, why did she not use the ability? That is the first time in Clash Royale history that a Golden Knight user did not use the ability immediately. We will activate King Tower if you used it there on top of the Dark Goblin, so that was kind of like,
come on, dude, do it. Do it. You know you want to.
And he just didn't listen to me, man. He didn't want to give me the King Tower activation. It was so mean of him. It was really rude, to be honest. And a Barbell to finish off all of those guards and hit the Electro Wizard. I think I could have waited a little bit because the guards wouldn't have given them any damage anyway. It's amazing to me that we're up right now specifically because of a Dark Goblin win condition. Like, I said that maybe Pekka, you know, potentially the Ram Rider Lightning would be the win condition, but guys, you guys are sleeping on the Dark Goblin. He's a menace for 3 elixir. Oh my gosh, is that Ram Rider going to connect? Nah, not quite, not quite. So Pekka will be out of cycle. I think our card cycle is faster than our opponent. It seems like he's got a very slow, meandering way of getting through. Potentially with like Executioner. I don't know. It's not necessarily going to be a good decision for you to overcommit that amount of elixir, bro. I wonder if the Dark Goblin's going to get adventurous and go ahead.
Oh, I don't think so.
Or if he's going to be a bit smarter. Yeah, he's not going to be stupid. That's what we like to see. Please, Pekka. Please, Pekka. That's a good... No, that's not a good girl. That's not a good girl. Come on now. You were so close. You were looking at the Executioner right in the face, and you just didn't want to give him a kiss. What's up with that? Why you gotta do that to me? Come on now. All right, I guess we go in for a Ram Rider here, and then hit you up with guards. Because we can't afford to do anything else. Barbarrel, shut it all down. Make him frown. Oh my goodness, what a weird game we have here. This is an interesting ride, to say the least. I'm ready for it, though. So if you graveyard into a Dark Goblin, I feel like that's never going to be a good decision. Maybe it is here. Maybe it's going to be the first time for everything, but... There's a Princess Tower, and there's a Dark Goblin looking at you and saying, hey, you want to rethink your elixir investment? Still, the only damage we've gotten the entire game was from the Dark Goblin. So I guess that decision was a much better decision than I thought. We completely trounced everything. And then the Dark Goblin again! It's actually our win condition. I'm not capping. I'm literally not capping. It is the best win condition I've ever used in my life. Please use your ability for no reason. Oh, come on, bro. I just wanted to see... Oh, you feisty. You frisky.
'Tis but a scratch.
Oh my gosh, and it didn't even matter. That was an interesting lightning, to say the least. He was getting really annoyed that he couldn't get damage. So I can go for the Ramride on the other side to bait out some elixir. He is going to Electro Wizard. So if I go in for like guards first, I can cycle back to another one and just kill the Electro Wizard quickly with Dark Goblin, because I don't think he's... yeah, you're gonna Electro Wizard. You got Electro Wizard there. Maybe that wasn't that great. Maybe that wasn't that great. I'm looking at the game right now, and he's got guards to distract my Pekka. I don't love this. I'm definitely not McLovin' it right now. I'll go in for a Pekka to pull everything in the middle, and then I'll hit him up with guards, because it seems like he doesn't have great answer to guards, but I 100% overcommitted on the other side. That's my bad. I'll own up for my mistakes, and I'll play better in the next one, guys. You know, when it happens, it happens. It is what it is. Need that Ram Rider to slow things down, though. If that Ram Rider doesn't slow things down, then we're not chilling. Oh, yeah, Ram Rider. Yes, sir. Clean stuff. We take that pristine damage. So, Dark Goblin, you need to put in mad work here. The fact that this guy consistently overcommits with his cards is ridiculous. Like, I'm very lucky to be playing against him right now, because I think I would lose if he hadn't overcommitted as much as he had with, you know, tornadoes on offense and stuff like that. I'll probably have to go in for a Baby Dragon here again. He's going to lightning on top of the Dark Goblin.
I'm glad I'm not you.
It won't matter because I can get guards down to stop the spam that he's doing. And the only thing that's inconvenient for me is I can't go in for as much aggression as I want, because he's just going to Electro Wizard on me. Oh, no. Oh, no, no, no. That's good, actually. So I can lightning and I'll walk away with a win. You guys already know that he's probably going to lightning my tower. The Golden Knight was the only thing that was scary for me. Couldn't let that come anywhere close to my tower. But as you guys can see, even against an Electro Wizard, Golden Knight, which is a champion, disgustingly overpowered card, and Electro Wizard with a tornado against Ram Rider, it doesn't matter because you got Dark Goblin to save the day. That's your true win condition, not the Ram Rider. I guarantee you after this game, this guy is going to swap out his 5 different answers to Ram Rider. He's going to put in arrows in every Dark Goblin counter imaginable. Jumping into this one, we are playing against Logbait. This is the ultimate test for our deck, because when I was running Bandit, it was not working into Logbait. Despite having 3 spells, I feel like you need the Baby Dragon to lock onto the tower so you can actually win this matchup. That's my hypothesis. Let's see how well this works. So I'm going to go for the Baby Dragon in the back. He's going to go for Guard's Electro Spirit. Oh, man, he's going to be one of them. He's going to be one of them. That Electro Spirit would definitely lock onto my tower. I can't afford to have that happen. Wow, okay, wait, if I Barbarrel here, I will kill the Tesla. I will definitely kill the Tesla. Don't think I'm going to get the Baby Dragon to lock on, but I force out a Valkyrie. Good stuff. The Bandit would just die to the Valkyrie immediately, where the Baby Dragon's saying, hey, hey, from the sky. And then the Valkyrie's like, hey, I can't touch you. Feels bad, man. It's always a good look to have that. I want to go in for guards here so we can kill the Valkyrie without it touching us. Notice how the guard's range is a little bit longer than the Valkyrie, so if you drop it far enough away like I did, the Valkyrie is not going to be able to hit your guards. Pretty important stuff. If you guys don't know, now you know. You probably knew that, but now if you don't, you got that on lock. I can activate King Tower against Electro Spirit. I don't know if that was worth it. I didn't want to eat the princess, so I was just like, let's not mess around with that right now. Guards are definitely going to die, and you give me the damage on the tower. That was horrible for you. That could not have been worse. He defends, but he takes, 180 damage from the baby dragon. We love that. We like that. We need that. So usually you don't want to stack up too much stuff because they're just going to lightning counter you by dropping the Valkyrie far enough away from the Tesla. And if you stack up too much stuff in single elixir, they can still rocket you too. So, I mean, it's kind of trying to find your opportunity with the deck is what I'm trying to say. So I'll go in for Dark Goblin. I'll go for guards here. Trying to make him lightning. I don't know. Can I lightning right now? Can I go in for this? He's not giving me the availability for the lightning. I can snowball on top of the Valkyrie, though. I can snowball on the Valkyrie and then push it far enough away. I think that the Valkyrie isn't able to touch us for a bit.
A few minutes later. Day 2.
Oh, no. Can't touch this. Let's get it. I love it, man. You guys probably hate my singing, but I love the vibes. I gotta do it, man. It powers up my gameplay. Like the emotional roller coaster that we're on is bringing out the memeiest Sir possible. I love the fact that he's gonna log my tower for no reason whatsoever. I mean, I guess he's just trying to cycle. I could lightning here. That might not be the worst play of my life. I'm gonna Ram Rider. I'm gonna go in for guards. Reason why I'm gonna Ram Rider is I really want to force out some extra elixir. If that Ram Rider connects to the tower, that'd be awesome. It didn't happen. Wow, he's got balls of steel to not do anything there. He just knew. He felt it, guys. I'm telling you right now, he's wild. I was hoping we could lightning on top of something else, too. I was hoping he would drop another Tesla, but I know that was just kind of a pipe dream. It's not necessarily something that will happen often. Fire Barrel, please hit the Electro Spirit. Of course that doesn't happen. So now, we're in a tricky and dire situation. We're currently losing the game. I am up some semblance of elixir, but I'm in a sticky spot. So I can go in for a baby dragon here to go and kill the princess. Force out a Valkyrie, ideally. Maybe he doesn't drop a Valkyrie. Oh, he dropped the Valkyrie on the other side. What are you doing? What you doing, you wild child? You are one wild child. If the baby dragon locks on, we're vibing on a different level. I 100% need to go for Ram Rider here. If the guards are able to give us any semblance of value, maybe the Pekka is going to be able to bait out some extra elixir so then the Ram Rider can lock onto the tower. Ram Rider is definitely not locking onto the tower anytime soon. I needed the Pekka at the river because he's going to go in for a Goblin Barrel, and I can't defend that. This is really bad. So if I had snowballed, that wouldn't have been able to fulfill the build because the Valkyrie was tanking, so it was smart on his end. I will go for a baby dragon here. It doesn't seem like he has any plans of going in for a rocket on our stuff. So we're hoping that we can maybe go in for the Barb Barrel, finish off the Tesla, have the baby dragon lock onto the princess and the tower. Good stuff. Clean. If I snowball and I finish off the Valkyrie, we can win the game. I just need the baby dragons in the air to answer my prayer. Come on, baby dragon. You know you got it. You know you got the juice. You know you got the sauce. You got the secret delicious damage. I'm going to Barb Barrel here. 100% need that baby dragon to do enough damage onto the Valkyrie so then I can go in for a Ram Rider. Oh, it's so juicy, guys. We're trying to bait out the log. Here, that was probably a pretty bad placement of the Dark Goblin. I should have dropped it far enough away that he wouldn't be able to do it onto everything at once. I do need to lightning on top of the Valkyrie and the princess if possible so then the baby dragon can lock onto the tower. He should be able to rocket me out, though, so that's the scary thing. I think he'll princess, so I'm going to go in for guards, and I hope that doesn't hit my tower. Good stuff, good looks. We need that. Really needed that, desperately. I will probably go for baby dragon, and then Ram Rider, and then snowball, because the Barb Barrel won't get down in time, but the snowball might be able to push back. Ooh, this is juicy. This is some juicy stuff. If I lightning and he doesn't get a rocket down in time, we can win. I don't think the rocket came down in time. I don't think it came down in time. Let's go! If you guys didn't know, rocket takes 4 seconds, and he dropped it at 3. So, inches away from a loss. But we bounce back, and we take a win against Logbait. I gotta be honest with you guys, when they have a Tesla, which is always gonna be a good trade against your Ram Rider, they can drop it up really high, and they've got Dark Goblin counters with the log. It's not necessarily going to be the easiest matchup because the Ram Rider will get slowed down by the log and the Electro Spirit, so you won't be able to get the charge too often on top of the Tesla. But pulling it out in the end, there's nothing better than that. Our improvement with the Baby Dragon over the Bandit allowed us to win that game. Remember the Baby Dragon sniping the Princess and locking onto the tower for a couple hits? That was the damage that secured the win. Like the video, subscribe for more daily content, and have an awesome rest of your day.